So this is going to be a late video going up on Saturday. I know there was nothing on Christmas. I know. I said I was going to, but it was Christmas, so I just didn't do it. I get better with keeping what I say, but it's going to be a double upload on Saturday to make up for it. One is going to be a Hellblade gameplay thing, which is going to be a little different for my channel. And this is just going to be a video on my final thoughts on Hellblade. I don't know if there's a series like this, but I'm just going to do, I'm going to call it the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's start with the good of Hellblade. Excuse me. So the good of Hellblade is pretty much just the story. You got a pretty simple goal from the start, get to Helheim, but the way in which you go about it and the way it guides you through the things is really good, but it's a simple enough goal. Nothing metaphysical or anything. It's just, okay, you need to get here. And then there's a couple things that throw you off your path, like with any game. Like I said, simple enough story, not bad. Gameplay, I'd say, is good. It's barely skin deep. There's not a lot of depth to the Hellblade gameplay. It's just, if you learn how to perfect block, you'll be fine throughout the whole game. It's fun though. Like it's like the simplicity of DMC Devil May Cry with the visceral combat and camera angle of God of War, right? Like it's kind of a cross between those two. It's a weird combination, but it works pretty well for what they're trying to go for. Like I said, the gameplay isn't anything very deep, but it's fun. It does what it's supposed to do, and it does something that Resident Evil 7 really messed up on, which was the enemies stop getting scary a couple hours in because, like, you get where you can kill them, so the horror game aspect just kind of falls apart. Well, Hellblade kind of fixes that because it keeps the things that you encounter in the horror segments and the actual enemies that you fight as two separate things. You fight the Northmen, but you have these Norse things. These things from Norse mythology trying to get you in the horror segments and some original things, which, like, Hellblade really excels in those elements. And it balances it way better than RE7 did. Whereas RE7 was like, the first couple times you encountered the molded, they were a pretty tense experience, but then after you've killed so many, you're like, oh, okay, this isn't really anything. So, like I said, the gameplay is pretty good. The puzzles, okay, well, the illusion puzzles, the ones where you have to deal with illusions, though, like whether it's lining up the shards to make something, or if it's simply, like I said, the illusions, like you need to use this to make this disappear, make this come back, make this disappear, this come back, and like do all that. Those are amazing. I've never seen stuff that, like, puzzles that good in a game. Those were amazing. 10 out of 10 puzzles, like, for those. Now, is there anything else in the good? And I just gave a lot. But the illusion puzzles were great. I cannot overstate that enough. Oh yeah, the psychosis elements. I didn't see. Everybody says if you don't play this game with headphones, you're not going to get any kind of the experience. Here's the thing: I didn't play this game with headphones, and I was like immersed in the psychosis stuff. Like I was fully in it. You don't need headphones as long as you can hear like the subtle things that the voices are saying and stuff. You'll get the same experience pretty much. I mean, if you have like good headphones, you'll of course get a better one, but you'll certainly get a very passable experience just if you can hear decently. Okay, now I'll go into some of the bad. We all know what I'm gonna say. The stupid rune puzzles, right? Like it was fun the first 20 times I did it. Then 21 through 7,590 just kind of started to get a bit tiresome and wear on my nerves a bit. It's not. I feel like if they had switched out maybe 5 or 6 of those for illusion puzzles or lining up the shards to build something, like to show something, that would have been way better. But those puzzles, man, I got sick of them. I got like absolutely sick of those rune ones, especially like at the end when you're in Helheim, and you got was it Fenrir or Fafnir that was after you? I can't think of it. They're too similar, but around that time, I was like, okay, I'm getting really sick of this. Um, oh, I forgot to mention something in the good. The lore stones. The lore stones are great. Hearing Drew's stories, like the game itself is interesting, but Drew's stories and the lore stones are so good, dude. They're told so good. Their voice acted so good. And something else in the good, instead of having like in-game shots, they've got like live action stuff in there. I think it's live action. If it's not, it looks just like it. But like, you know what I mean? It looks so good. The lore stones was my favorite part of the whole game, though. The lore stones were great. Like, I love the illusion puzzles, but the lore stones were great. Anyways, back to the bad stuff. So I said the puzzles. What else was there that was like kind of bad? Yeah, the repetitive puzzles. I already said that. Um, that's pretty much all. What was it? I guess the game does get a little repetitive. Some like just besides the puzzles, just things in general start to get a little repetitive eventually. But it's still fun. And like Psychosis, while it's done really well in like the story and sound design and gameplay, um, it's a little weird in combat because they make it seem like it's like a superpower. And that's not necessarily bad. It's just a nitpick. It's like, okay, this is a little odd here. But yeah, not for the ugly, because I said I'm doing the good, the bad, the ugly. So the only ugly I've got, this game's got some pretty annoying glitches in it. So let me go over a couple. And one we all know about, or most of us know about. I didn't encounter it, but anyways. So we'll get to that. One is when you're in the maze and you have to find the symbol puzzles, of course, the rune puzzles, and you're running away from the fire monster in the maze. That one sucks, dude. Like, first of all, it's like running through a maze on a time limit. That's retarded. And then having to go back through it, but yeah, having to run your way all the way back. But then the second thing is, um, there's a bad bug. Like, sometimes when you're doing it, Senua will stand up, do a 360. You cannot move your camera, and the thing just comes up and gets you right there. You just can't do anything. Like, that's just, imagine if that just happened to someone several times in a row, right? Like, and I don't know if the game has actual permadeath, because it says it does, but I don't know if it does. But like, let's say it does. Let's just assume it does, and that glitch happens to someone enough to hit permadeath. I would delete the game. Like, that is not good. You know, some people probably experience it too. Like, Senua looks at her arm when like you die to the maze, because you're guaranteed to die at least once. I'm pretty sure. Like, you look around, and then like Senua stands up, turns around, you can't move, monster's already coming. You can only like start to move when he's like hot on your tail, and then at that point it doesn't matter where you go, he's got you. Right? It's just it's a really annoying bug. The rest of the that stuff was pretty good. But there's one bug. I didn't encounter it, but I've seen it. And we all know it. It is the torch bug. Now, even though I didn't encounter it, I'm still going to bring it up. 3 years after a game is out, there is no reason for a game-breaking glitch that's been there since day one to still be there, right? Like, if it's such a game-breaking glitch, there's no reason it should be there. That is inexcusable. I like Ninja Theory because I like Hellblade, and I like DMC. That review will come next week. I know I've been saying it, but it is coming next week, next Friday. But like, a glitch like that is inexcusable at this point. 3 years in, if you don't got it patched, that's a point off. That's a full point off just for that. But yeah, that's all for the good, the bad, and the ugly for Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Overall, the game was really good, maybe great. It was really good. If you're someone who's seen stuff, you're on the fence, and you don't know if you're gonna get it, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, go ahead and grab it. It's not that expensive nowadays. It's a pretty short game. It like clocked in around 9 hours for me, but I play games like that really slow anyways. But if you're on the fence, go ahead and grab it. It's a good time. Combat's fun. The illusion puzzles are fun. It's interesting enough. It gets you through it. I've seen some really harsh criticism saying the game is only graphics and nothing else is good, which I think is factually incorrect. The game was really good to me. The only thing I would say I would change about the gameplay is I wish it had some more depth. Like, it doesn't have to be like, Devil May Cry depth, but like more than what it's got would be nice in the sequel. That'd be really good. But yeah, my final score on this game is going to be a solid 7.5 to an 8, anywhere in between there. About as good as Ghost of Tsushima, because I'd give it might be a bit better. Because I give Ghost of Tsushima about like a 7.5, but I say Senuas was a 7.5 to an 8. So, like, Hellblade's definitely really good. Anywhere between 7.5 and 8 is like where it would land for me. Really great game. I would recommend it to anyone who's interested in it. Yeah. I'm gonna have another video coming out later today. It's going to be it's gonna be different. You'll see it in the title and you'll see it in the video. It's gonna be cool though. Well, cool-ish. It's different. Merry late Christmas to everyone who's watching this. If you're seeing this, I appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think on the game in the comments below. If you disagree with me, say why. Just don't be an asshole about it. Yeah. So next week is gonna be just video on Monday, gaming video, some kind. I'm not sure what. Wednesday's gonna be Deep Thoughts again. Friday will be hopefully the DMC review. I really want to get that out. I'm gonna do like all the rest of my reviews in the good, the bad, and the ugly style from now on. And Saturday, I'm not sure what that'll be. It'll depend, like, if I finish Lightning Returns, because I am like balls deep in that game right now, and I can't stop playing it, dude. The only reason I'm not playing it right now is because I need to record this, and I'm about to go to sleep. So, that's the only reason I'm not playing it. Well, other than that, so I may have like next Saturday, I may have like a good, the bad, and the ugly on that, where it's just me, black screen, talking. On DMC, there'll be actual footage, though, don't worry, because I made sure to record stuff for that, because that's on PS4. But, yeah, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all take it easy.